getting your domain and web hosting. What will we be doing in this video? We're going to be brainstorming and registering a domain name along with your web hosting service. You'll be getting a domain and web hosting through a service called opportunityhost.com. Why opportunityhost.com? Because we've been able to work with them closely to create a customized, done-for-you platform so that your whole MyTraffic business website is set up for you. Plus, we've convinced them to give you an insane discount to start so that your out-of-pocket cost is the absolute lowest possible price. Now, follow along as I brainstorm up a domain name, register it, and then sign up for web hosting, all in just a few minutes, okay? And by the end of this video, your website is going to be completely set up. We'll just have to take care of a couple final details in order for your site to be completely ready to accept traffic. All right, there is a button directly below this video that says Get My Domain and Web Hosting. So when you click on that button, you'll land right here on opportunityhost.com on a screen where you can go ahead and type in a domain name. Now, there's also going to be a button directly below this video that is titled Domain Brainstorming PDF, okay? And now I'm going to go ahead and pull up this Domain Brainstorming PDF, and we're going to cover a couple of domain brainstorming ideas and just some sort of creative juices for you to use to pick out a really good domain name, okay? And so I'm just going to kind of read off of this because this is something that I wrote up quite a while ago, and the advice is still solid to this day. So first of all, the best domain name extension is always .com, okay? So if you can find a good .com domain name, then get it, okay? They're a little tiny bit more expensive than some other domain names that are out there, and Opportunity Host only supports about 6 different domain extensions, and I'll show you here when we get to that point what they support and what all the prices are, okay? But basically the deal is here, the absolute best domain name that you can possibly get is going to be something like your first and last name.com. Okay, so if your name is Bob Jones, then you'd want to get bobjones.com. And sorry if your name is actually Bob Jones, but it's probably been taken for a really long time. The reason why you want to get yourname.com is so you can have a really nice branded domain name to yourself, and then that'll enable you to use this website for things, just tons of other things besides just this specific MyTraffic business project. You could actually use this website for things like hosting pictures of your family, or for parties or weddings, or all sorts of things like that. You could write reviews and post it on this website. You could do journaling and share it with people. You could write articles and all sorts of cool stuff like that. All right. Any number of different things you could use this for, and you still can use this for all of those things, even if you don't do yourname.com. But again, yourname.com is the absolute best option for you when it comes to getting your first domain name. Now, if you can't get yourname.com, or you just don't want to, then maybe try a .net or a .biz, something else, something along those lines, okay? Now, if you don't want to get something like that, then try to get something that's related to making money, working at home, working from home, sending emails, because that's what this course is all about, right? This is all about empowering folks like you to work for yourself and, to get financial freedom and all that sort of stuff. So some keywords, some kind of words that you can add either to the front or to the back of your domain are things like easy, secrets, videos, profits, hacks, turbos, team, money, email, tricks, all these sorts of things like that, okay? You can also go and get ideas by just, going to the bookstore or the video game store if you live by a video game store and feel like walking in there, I don't know. But, you can take a look at titles that catch your attention, okay? The trick is you want to get something that's short, easy to spell, and if possible, something to do with, the area that this project is going to be in, which is, making money online, and of course, mainly around sending emails and making money. So here's a couple of domains that sort of follow along with this methodology, right? So, things like easy email money, email money team, emailers wanted, turbo list building, just things like that, right? So the point here is just don't spend days figuring out a domain name, okay? Because you can always get a new domain name later and you can add it on to your web hosting. So you can actually have more than one domain name per web hosting account. They call them add-on domains, and you can have as many different domains pointed at your web hosting as you want, and you can have different sites for different domains and all sorts of stuff like that. I don't want to get you too bogged down in details. It's kind of besides the point, but the point is that you can actually get something different later, okay? So just spend maybe 15-20 minutes brainstorming up some ideas, and then once you've got something, jump right back over here. Again, just click on that button directly below this video that says, get my domain and web hosting, and you'll land right here again, and you can just go ahead and start typing in ideas, right? So I've already kind of pre-brainstormed up a domain that I like, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how all this works right now. So the domain that I sort of pre-brainstormed up was don't want to do all caps here, make profit sending email. So you don't need to type in the .com because, see, that's already pre-selected over here. And you can see these are the different domain names that are supported to be registered through Opportunity Host, okay? And, we've worked with Opportunity Host to basically just give you just these 6 domain extensions, because this gives you a really good selection of high quality top level domain names, okay, .com, .net, and .biz, and then some other very inexpensive domain name extensions, and those would be the .xyz, .fun, and .pw, okay? And then there's also a lot of names that just might not be available in .com, .biz, or .net that may be available with the xyz, .fun, or .pw. So anyways, I've already pre-brainstormed up this domain, and it's a .com, so I'm going to go ahead and click check. And yes, it's available. Now it's also going to show you some other suggestions here, okay? The one that it doesn't seem to want to select, or that it doesn't want to spit out here, is the .biz. So if we were to just go ahead and click on .biz, then it'll show you the pricing for that. And as you can see, the pricing for a .biz domain is $9.99 to start out with. XYZ, FUN, and PW, those are all just $1.99, and that's for the first year. That covers the first year of this domain, okay? And then it's that same price each year going forward after that, okay? So I'm going to select .com, okay? So I'm going to actually go back up here, switch it back to .com, click check, and now this part is a little bit confusing, okay? So let's say you just leave it at .com right here, and let's say you ran something that wasn't available, right? So like, let's just type in Google or just Google, right? So obviously Google is already taken, so if we click that, it's going to say not available, right? And then I guess google.fun is available. Basically the point that I'm trying to make here is that this will show you other things that may or may not be available. These are generally when they show you these down here, they are available. But let me just give you an example of what you want to avoid. And the reason why I'm going through all this is I don't want you to register 2 domain names, okay? So going back to my make profit sending email.com example. And again, you want to just make sure that you're clicking on register a new domain, okay? So even if maybe you have a domain that you've already registered for a past project or for something else, it's highly, highly recommended that you just create a new domain name for this course, okay? Just for this project that we're undertaking. So in order to actually get this .com domain, we would just go ahead and click continue, okay? If you click on add to cart on any of these other ones, what it's going to do is it's going to actually add 2 domains to your cart, and you don't want 2 domains, you just want 1, all right? So If you decide that you want one of these other domains, like let's say you typed in .com, but you're not feeling like spending $10.99 to begin with, and not to where you're not actually going to spend $10.99 as we get through this video, and actually give you a discount code that we've lined up special just for My Traffic Business customers, where you're going to get a massive, massive, massive discount off of your first month here, so that you can get started with the absolute least amount of money out of pocket. Okay, so sorry if that's a little long-winded here, but basically, if we were to go even absolutely cheaper, the absolute cheapest way possible is we would choose like a .xyz domain. Then we would click check. And then we would hit continue, okay? But again, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to choose .com because .com is what I actually want to register, and .com, I know it's a little bit more money, but that is what I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you register for yourself, as a .com domain. These others here are really just absolute worst case scenarios if you either can't find a .com, or if your budget just absolutely does not allow for that extra $8 or so. All right, so click continue. Okay, now as you can see, we've got a very special hosting package here, which we've worked with OpportunityHost.com, and we've actually named it the MTB Turnkey Hosting Package. So this is going to automatically install your entire My Traffic Business website. Okay, it's also going to set you up with a pre-installed squeeze page plugin. Okay, and on top of the built-in squeeze page plugin, and a squeeze page is a very special type of page that is designed specifically to get people to either join your email list, okay, opt in to let you communicate with them, or to just, go away, basically. So not only do we give you that pre-installed squeeze page plugin where you can go and generate as many different squeeze pages as you want, but at the same time, we've also pre-installed 4 squeeze pages ready to go, all pre-configured, absolutely dialed in, ready to go right out of the box. Okay, and then not only that, we've also pre-installed an amazing plugin that enables you to track your incoming traffic. So the absolute most important thing when it comes to getting traffic and to figuring out what is the most profitable sources of traffic that you can get is you need to be tracking that traffic, okay? And we are going to cover all of that in future videos, but I just want you to know that this plugin gives you the capability of tracking and seeing exactly how many subscribers you're getting, and will show you exactly how many sales you're getting each time you get traffic, okay? So then that's a $50 value just on its own. So you're also going to get free SSL, okay? So your website is going to be completely secure. Normally that would cost you upwards of $6 a year. I know, not really that much money, but still, we include it absolutely free. You're going to get free email address, 4 gigs of storage, 25 gigs of bandwidth. That's going to be absolutely plenty for you to drive tons and tons of traffic to this website, build an amazing responsive email list that you'll be able to profit from forever. Okay, so this little field right here, this is that field, that get response token, list token field. This is that thing in that last video that I said was so important, that you remembered, that you wrote down, that you took note of, okay? And the reason why is because when we type in our get response list token right here, it's going to pre-populate your entire website. All of your turnkey squeeze pages and all that stuff is going to be pre-populated with this list token, okay? So that is why this is so important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and type this in because I wrote it down earlier. So capital W, lowercase n, lowercase r, the number 1, and then lowercase g. Boom. That's all that takes. And as you can see, after your first, so what's going to happen here, this is normally going to be $14.95 per month for this web hosting package, okay? And that's going to kick in after 30 days. Just go ahead and click continue. Oh, looks like we ended up with something that we did not want to add to our cart here. Let's just quickly view cart. And we need to get rid of that .biz domain, don't we? So again, you won't run into that, so not to worry. But basically, what we'll do real quick here, right here on this domain registration, we'll click edit on that, and that'll take us right back to this page. And this is giving us one more tiny little option, okay? And this is completely up to you. It's $3 per year. It's not a big price to pay, but it is something that I would highly recommend that you use, and it's ID protection. Okay, now what this is going to do is normally when you register a domain name, all of your information, your first name, last name, address, all that stuff is actually publicly viewable in a database on the internet called the Whois database. Okay, and some people will use that to scrape your information and send you spam and stuff like that, and it can get pretty annoying. Okay, so what I would highly recommend that you do is click this little checkbox here for ID protection. It's only $3 a year, and as you can see, it's barely going to affect the overall cost of getting started here. So I'm going to go ahead and check that, and then I'm going to click continue. All right, so we've got $14.95 for the first, or for the web hosting, $13.99 for the domain name, and again, the way that boils down is $10.99 for the actual domain name, and then $3 for the ID protection. Now, we've got a special promo code for you to use, which is MTB. So if you type in MTB and hit validate code, then as you can see, that actually gives you an 85% one-time discount, okay? So 85% off to get started, all right? So that literally took the total from, close to $30 all the way down to just $4.34. Okay, $4.34. At this price, you can see, like, basically Opportunity Host is hooking us up here because that's actually less money than what it costs them to register the domain, because basically the way that web hosting and domain registrars and all that jazz works is, they actually have to pay for the domain name, and then they would, generally speaking, mark that up to you and make a couple bucks. But in this case, they're actually taking a loss because we've worked out such an amazing deal with Opportunity Host. And just for our clients, just for our best customers, just for folks like you who are serious about this business, we're going to set it up so that you can get started for about $4.34. And we could go through the whole process again, and it would be even less money if you were to go with one of the $1.99 domains. But that is what you're looking at, okay? So around $4.34. And if you choose one of the $1.99 domains, it'll be even less expensive, okay? So I hope that you can appreciate that. And just keep in mind that if for any reason you decide that you want to cancel your service with Opportunity Host, they are a separate entity from us, so you actually do need to go directly to Opportunity Host. Go to their Contact Us section. You can request a cancellation from directly inside of your account. Not to worry about all that sort of stuff. We have actually worked out a very special, very close relationship with them so that we'll make sure that you're always taken care of. Okay? So anyways, let's just keep going to checkout. And then from here, all you'll need to do is go in and just, type in all of your personal information. So I'll go ahead and type all this out here real quick. Company name is optional. You don't have to type that in. unless you have a company name. Down here where it says domain registrant information, just use the default contact details. That's going to be just the details that you used up above here. For a password, I would highly recommend using a password that'll be easy for you to remember but difficult for others to guess. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use a very similar password to what I used for my GetResponse account, and then go ahead and type in your credit card number. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my credit card number. I'm going to have to blur out all this stuff, so don't worry about that. Just type in your actual credit card number, okay? All right. So now we've got everything filled out. First name, last name, email address, phone number. Very important also that when you register here, they use the same email address as what you purchased your My Traffic Business product with. So we'll go ahead and hit complete order. And this can take just a few minutes to go all the way through. So just be very, very patient with it. Don't get jumpy. Don't start refreshing or anything like that. You're actually going to get a handful of emails in just a moment or two, and the absolute most important thing that you need to do, absolutely have to do, is you have to confirm your registration of your domain name. Okay, so here we go. Perfect. We are now inside of the Opportunity Host client area. Okay, so in future training, if we say log into the Opportunity Host client area, this is what we mean. Okay, this little spot right here, we've got our order number. We're just going to go quickly continue to client area, and I'm just going to show you around in here just a little bit, just in case, basically just so that you can be familiar with how all this sort of stuff works. And then what we'll do is we will jump over into our email, and I will show you the emails that you will need to make sure that you click on. Okay, so first of all, when you land here, in order to actually view your what we're going to call your domain or your turnkey hosting sort of client area or control panel, we're going to go ahead and just click right here, okay? And what this does is this gives you access to kind of the back end of your website, okay? So as you can see, everything like in the background right now, it actually takes a few minutes, but in the background right now, the system is going through, it's installing your website for you. It's getting everything configured. Everything is getting set up in the background automatically. It's really cool, okay? And then in just a little while, what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to actually click on this button that says log into your MTB website, and you will be able to log into the actual back end of your My Traffic Business website. That's where all your landing pages or all your squeeze pages are going to be. And then there's really just going to be a couple of extra things that we'll need to take care of above and beyond registering for this web hosting. So let's do this. Let's go jump over into our email. All right, so as you can see, what we've got here is the contact verify your contact information email. Now, this email is extremely important that you click on, okay? And I know this video is running a little bit long and I've been blabbing a little bit, but here's the thing. You have got to click on this email, okay, or on this link right here. If you do not click on this, then your domain name is going to basically go bye-bye, and it is not going to be easy to retrieve by any means. So very, very, very important that you click, or that you check the email address that you register with, and that you click this link right here. So I'm going to click it right now. And perfect. So email address has been verified. All right. So now that it's now that that's been verified, we can also see that we've gotten some information here related to our turnkey website. So let me go ahead and close out that tab. Then we can actually jump right back into this back-end area. And let's just take a look at a couple things in here. So one of the most important things that here's what we can basically do. If we want to just take a quick look at the website to the just main homepage, let's go ahead and check that out. And boom, as you can see, we've got a really nice landing page there. You've got your earnings disclaimers, you've got the copyright, the year, terms of service, your privacy policy. All of those pages are pre-set up for you, okay? Everything is all set up and done for you. You can see here that we've already got the SSL. The page is secure. You've got your little lock in the corner there, and we can actually go and double check on that by just cruising right back over here to, let's see, my products and services. Looks like it hasn't quite detected the SSL there yet. Let's refresh. Usually that will eventually turn green, and that's really not even the most important thing. But basically, to jump back in here, all we got to do now is we can just cruise right into the back end of your website. And here we go. So this is the back end of your site, okay? So this is all done for you, ready to go. You can just hit that little dismiss thing there. And as you can see, we've already got some opt-in pages set up. So we've all of these opt-in pages, we've created these all for you. Everything is all completely set up, ready to go. We've already got we've already got a tracking link here that is set up and basically ready to go. This is really just a test link, and we will cover all of these details as time goes on. I'm just giving you a super quick, run through. We've got all these pages set up already for you: terms of service, privacy policy, the earnings and income disclaimer, all of these things, all the legal pages that you need to be ready to rock and roll. So in the next couple of videos, we're going to show you just the last couple of details that need to be taken care of in order to get things fully up and running. And at that point, it's going to be time to get traffic. All right, so in conclusion, a couple of real quick things before we wrap up this video and move on to the next one. These are the things that you should have done in this video. You should have a domain name and your web hosting registered with opportunityhost.com, okay? And then the other very, 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 very important thing, I can't express how important it is that you find that email in your email address that you registered your web hosting with, and you click on that email. You open up the email that says important, verify your contact information, and you click on the verification link inside of that email. Again, if you don't do that, then your domain after 15 days will go away, and it will be extremely difficult to get back. This is going to mess things up, and it is absolutely imperative that you click on that link. Open that email and click on that link, okay? So, those are the two big takeaways from this training video here, and in the next video we are going to finish up getting things set up, and then we're just going to proceed with the rest of the training series from there. We're going to get some traffic. We are going to start mailing your list, start seeing commissions come in. All the things are going to start happening very quickly, okay, right after these next couple of setup videos. And I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to see you on the next video.